Welcome back. Have you had breakfast? Maybe you're ready for a snack. Are you planning dinner? Well, then you need to thank a farmer. And the best way to really learn how much work farming is to tag along with one. Angela Dvoski is the CEO of the United Way of Hancock County, and Heather Bryan joined us from Macomb with an invitation to ride with a farmer. Good morning, ladies. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning.
Thank you.
So tell me about this program. It sounds really interesting. We're actually physically able to get out there in the fields during harvest time and ride along with the farmer.
Yeah, we're grateful for our farm community within Hancock County, and when the Farm Bureau and United Way hooked up, it's a way for people to get out and get into one of these tractors that may not have ever had a farm experience. So you get to get up in there for about an hour, ride around, and I tell you, I did one myself, and I pestered the farmer with questions for that whole solid hour, because I've been around all of this farm, what they're doing and harvesting, but I'd never gotten a chance to just ask those questions and be a part of it.
Yeah, so
so as farmers.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just going to say, take us through, what you all are doing this time of year.
Yeah, so as farmers, we're really proud of what we do. We are, raising all the food that we're all going to be eating for the following year. So this is a great time to jump up in a combine like the one you see behind you and notice all of the technology and all of the science that's involved in farming. I don't know if you know this, but about 1 out of 8 people in Ohio are involved in agricultural jobs. And so what a better way to get to know the agricultural community than to jump on up into a big combine like this and just see what the process is. Farmers really want to show people what they do. They want to be as transparent as possible. So come on in and ask a lot of questions and just see the magnitude of what they're doing and just how it all comes down to this timely piece of harvest right here.
It is all about timing. It's all about weather, and you all are just kind of at Mother Nature's mercy so much. And I think it would be, a great experience to, like you said, jump on up there, climb into that combine and see, what you all, are dealing with every day, and also learn where our food comes from. Do you find that people are just kind of amazed when they ride along?
Yes, they are. They just can't believe the amount of technology and the satellites. So satellites are driving combines now, and they're tracking the data so that farmers know how much they're harvesting per acre and what nutrients to put into the ground the following year. And everything is very, as we said, just data tracking and science oriented to make sure that we are planting the right crop in the right field, that we're using the right nutrients where they need to go, so that the following year we can have the best harvest possible and make sure that what we're doing is the right thing for everybody in our community.
Angela, I think we find a lot of folks are having a hard time, getting access to those fresh fruits and vegetables and getting a healthy meal on the table for their families. And so this program is also working as a fundraiser, if you will, to help with hunger in the community. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so the Halt Hunger Initiative through United Way seeks to make sure that people have that access to food. We often find in rural communities that hunger looks different than in urban communities, and we know that, for instance, the children in our community, there's about 40% that are on free and reduced lunch. We have a lot of people on fixed income, and as prices rise, that budget for food just gets a little bit tighter. So this program not only connects people to where their food comes from, but it also allows us to have a larger capacity in taking care of our community.
Yeah, it's so important. And Heather, how long do you think you all will be going along with this harvest season and being able to do these ride-alongs?
Sure. Well, last spring was unusual. It was a little bit wetter than normal. There was a lot of really late planting, so I wouldn't be surprised if through the month of November you'll see farmers out in the field for sure, cutting down corn and beans and getting planting and getting ready for the following season. So if you have any desire to jump in a planter or a tractor, come on by. We're planting wheat right now. We're taking down beans mostly, but you'll also see some farmers taking down corn soon. So ask all the questions that you have, like, where do the corn and the beans go? Because I'm not eating corn and beans, so where do they go and how do they become a part of your food chain? And, and how does that impact you as a consumer at home? All of those questions are on the table. We want you to ask anything that you want to when you ride with a farmer today.
And I love so much that the farmers are so willing and open to do this, to engage with people in the community. It's so important.
It is.
Yeah, it really is. Farmers are learning a lot too from their community, because it's important that farmers know the questions that they have and what they're hearing versus just coming and talking to a farmer themselves. And so it's really important for both sides of the table.
So people are interested. They're like, yes, sign me up. I want to get into that big combine behind you there. How do they go about signing up for this?
They could call the United Way offices or visit our website at uwhancock.org.
Okay. They can also call the Hancock County Farm Bureau, and they can get connected that way too.
Very good. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's so interesting, and I'm sure people will be completely fascinated once they get out there in the fields and see what is going on each and every day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You all take care. Well, it's Wednesday, and yes, we are halfway through our week, but Wednesdays also mean knit along. And this week I'm going to introduce you to a woman who's using her crochet skills to provide comfort. Stick around for this.